That is to say, you will have this part being the b times itself, definitely b squared. So b squared is obtained here. Good. Then we have 2a squared giving us 4a, right? So let's see, 4a squared. Good. So 4a squared. Then that one is taken away from c out of a. Good. Good. At this point, the next thing we do is to simplify the right side of the equation. So we copy from here. Now let's see what comes off here. Now remember, the LCM for this side is 4a squared already. That implies that 4a squared, at this point, we're going to have b squared will be like that because the LCM contains 4a squared, definitely. So we can easily try to cross multiply. When we do that, this a is still having something to do with this a. So definitely the b squared will be present. So we have b squared present at the bottom, but at the top, but we have 4a squared. Sorry. So we have 4a squared. Good. Top b squared is present if you agree with me, because this b is already here. The LCM is 4a squared, so nothing will happen to that. So b squared. Then since it's a difference, minus 4a squared times the c, multiplying this. Good. We have a at the bottom here, so 4a squared. One of the a we take one of the a away, so we left with 4ac at the top there. So 4ac. Good. Now at this point, we can then come down and try to find the LCM. Sorry, try to find the square of both sides of the equation. Yes, finding the square of this side and finding the square of this side. Right. What is going to happen is that this side is going to be release of what we have here. So we have this point, that is x plus b out of 2, and that should be equal to the root of all that we have here. That is a positive and negative root of all that we have here. So in that case, let's see what we're going to do. At this point, we need to insert something here. Let's see. So we input this, then a fraction, and then we have this. Okay, and then we have so let's try to input it first and let's see what happens. So b squared minus 4ac. Good. Then we have 4, then we have a squared Good. And remember, whatever you're going to get here is going to be of the form either a positive or negative value, so plus or minus the root of whatever we're going to get in here. Now let's go on and see what we make of this. The next thing we do is just to continue with the process. Now we just move on and see multiple, right? So we have, so this should be equal to, at this point, the root of this side, the top, cannot be determined. It can be determined. In view of that, we will have to continue and indicate it in a radical form like it has been given to us. So it implies that we still have that b squared minus 4ac present in that term. Good. So b squared minus, sorry, minus, sorry. So b squared, good, 4ac all on, remember, u squared, 4a squared, the root should give us perfectly 2a. Good. And also not forgetting this positive or negative, plus or minus, or positive or negative sign which is supposed to be present here. Good. So as it is present. The next thing we do is to bring the actually you're making x a subject, is to bring this b to this side of the equation and see what happens. So we will have to rewrite what we have and say x should be equal to this. So, but since we are doing an addition of the additive inverse, it is going to be negated, right? So minus b. Let's go to the top and see what is happening, so we can see clearly. So we have this part of the equation which is plus or minus root of b squared. Good. Now let's compare the terms that we have in this part of the equation, the right side. You see that we have the same denominators, right and left, but the bottom or the top are different. What we can do is to put them together. Now in putting them together, we can decide to say, if that's the case, same denominator, therefore we rewrite it in this form. Good. So this actually does bring us to the derivation of the quadratic formula, and I believe this video has been quite helpful. Thank you for watching.